Hello friends, my name is Rambabu. You are watching Knowledge Economy channel. As I keep saying friends, to take the best decisions, you need to know best information. I'll share you the best information friends. So please share and like my videos and subscribe my channel. Let's get into the topic friends. So we are going to discuss very interesting topic friends. Where does government taxed money will be saved, right? We are paying taxes to the government. Where does this where does that gone where does that money will stay? How does government will spend that money? We'll see friends. And also we'll see what is tax, cess, fees, surcharge. What are the differences between them? You might have been hearing these words right from your childhood friends, but you left it unattended. We'll get to know them today friends. Let's get into the topic. So, friends, what is our agenda today? We'll know what are the different accounts maintained by India and what is the procedure to spend money from those accounts and who suggests how to spend and how to earn and what are the difference between these things. Okay, funds of India. What are the accounts maintained by India? One, two, three. Consolidated Fund of India, Public Accounts of India, and Contingency Fund of India. And at the in the same way, we have these funds at the state level also, friends. Okay, Consolidated Fund of that particular state and public accounts, and then contingency fund. Okay, we'll take a look at in central level now. Okay, to understand it, we'll take an example, friends, or analogy actually. Let's take a family. If you want to buy a land, friends, as a family, you will take the decision, right? So, if you want to spend money from CFI, the whole parliament approval is required. Then only you can spend money from CFI. So, you can take the amount from this locker. Okay? Whereas public accounts of India, here an executive order will be sufficient to withdraw funds from public accounts of India. It is like if a child wants to spend money, he goes to mom and asks, right? And moms gives amount from her kitty, right? So here mom is executive. She need not take approval of the family, right? So that is how you can relate this. And contingency fund of India, like fixed deposit. If you face any unforeseen situations, in those scenarios you need money, right? You maintain fixed deposit kind of things. So you can think of contingency fund in the same way. So these will be used in emergency needs, and every year 500 crores will be deposited into CFI from CFI into contingency fund of India. Okay, so contingency fund is clear. You do not need approval to spend from the CFI right away, because president will order actually here to withdraw funds, and once the purpose is met, then it will be that bill will be introduced in parliament again, and then parliament approves it. This is how they will withdraw money from contingency fund of India. Okay, then how do they spend amount from consolidated fund of India? We'll see in the next slide. We have seen public accounts of India, how a legislature order will be done. Who is legislature? That is MP. Okay, MP is nothing but he might be holding a ministerial position. So where does public accounts get money? Cess. Cess can go into CFI or public accounts of India. We'll see when will it go in these particular accounts. Example RIC, we discussed right in petrol prices hike video. Road infrastructure cess will be levied. So this is going into public accounts of India. We'll see why it is going here. Okay, provident fund deposits, savings bank deposits, all these things will be deposited into public accounts of India, right? And all these things has to be paid on demand, right? If your salary is there in savings bank, you go and demand, right? You as and when you need, you will withdraw. So they will do not need any approval from parliament. Okay, disinvestment receipts. Okay, government is saying they will disinvest everything except 4 strategic sectors, right? So all those disinvest money will go into public accounts of India. Okay, and where does this CFI will get amount from? Incoming loans raised by loans taken by the government will be deposited into CFI. And if government has given any loans and if those loans are repaid, then those will be coming into CFI. And direct taxes like income tax, corporate tax, our salary, on our salary income tax will be levied, right? That will go into CFI. From now on, you should not say where does your tax levied on income tax levied on your income will, you should not say you do not know. Okay, it will go into CFI. Corporate tax, for which companies you are working, those pay taxes, right? Those will go into CFI, etc., right? And then revenue earned in indirect taxes, that is soap. If you buy soap, you will pay indirect tax. If it is 35 rupees, government would have imposed 5 rupees as tax. Okay, so these 5 rupees will be paid by company, but you are paying 35 rupees to the company. So company will pay on behalf of you. Okay, so that is GST. GST is indirect tax. And cess, education cess is going into CFI. Okay, all these will be coming into CFI. And what will be going out? So government has to give salaries for their employees, right? So president, CM, if it is state level, PM, if the center level, ministers, judges, and their salaries and pensions. So all this will be charged on consolidated fund of India, and parliament can discuss but cannot vote on it whether should be given or not. Okay, but and also debt payments, if there are any debts, those payments will be given from CFI. And demands of grants, we'll see what is this thing in our next slide. Okay, this thing requires parliament approval, this does not require, and this does not require, but it will be introduced after president orders is imposed. Okay, then next, budget. So to withdraw amount from CFI, how do we withdraw? By passing budget. Okay, if budget is not passed, the government will collapse. Okay, so 6 stages are there to withdraw money from CFI. One, first, Nirmala Sitharaman ji presents the budget in parliament, and there will be a general discussion held for 3 to 4 days, and they will just comment whether what is the total how the total budget is looking like, and then departmental committees scrutiny will be done. So whatever proposals has been given, those will be scrutinized by departmental standing committees. There will be 24 standing committees for defense, for agriculture, for each and every sector. There will be a departmental standing committee. So it will give good and bad and its suggestions. Based on those suggestions, there will be voting on demands for grants. What is the demand for grants? For example, in this thing, a cut motion will be passed. What is cut motion? For example, if you take policy cut motion, it will say, if you take a policy that is Manrega scheme. Okay, Manrega scheme, let's say one member has said this policy is not good, we do not need this thing, then he passes a policy cut motion. Then if everyone agrees, this policy will be rejected. Okay, economic cut motion, if this policy has been allotted with 5 lakh crores, then a parliament member will raise a concern on that by using economic cut motion. He asks to reduce that amount, that is nothing but economic cut motion. Token cut motion, if there is complaint from a particular member on a particular topic which is related to the government, then they discuss upon that grievance or complaint, and they will allot or reduce the amount for that particular issue or scheme. Okay, these will be used in voting on demands for grants. So whatever, for example, for defense, if they need 5 lakh crores, then they will take by using this voting and demands for grants. Okay, then passing of appropriation bills. So by passing the whole thing, the approval for withdrawing the funds from CFI will be considered. Once this bill is passed, then it is considered Appropriation Act. Okay, then we have Finance Bill. Finance Bill we have discussed in our previous video, right? This will be introduced by consent of President, and it will be introduced in Lok Sabha and then Rajya Sabha, and it will turn into Finance Act, right? Why do we need Finance Act? To collect the taxes. Okay, so this is all about budget, and this gives the privilege to withdraw amount from CFI, right? So who suggests how to spend and how to earn the money? So budget has been prepared, right? And CFI, from CFI we are withdrawing money. But how does the government know how much money it has to spend on a particular thing, and how much money it has to earn by investing in something? So those suggestions will be given by Economic Survey, a document prepared by Department of Economic Affairs. This is a department under Ministry of Finance. Okay, and our chief economic advisor is Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. So he will present this document with all the suggestions to the government. Based on these suggestions, budget will be prepared. Okay, right? What is, we will see now differences between these things. What is tax actually? It is compulsorily levied by government by using the law to give service. It is not levied for providing a service. Okay, to give a service, government needs tax, right? And that is nothing but tax. That's why they levy tax. Okay, fees, if government is providing some service, it will charge you some fees, right? And cess, what is cess? Cess can be a fee or a tax. Okay, if it is fee, then a separate fund will be created, that is nothing but it will go into public accounts of India. If it is a tax, then it will go into consolidated fund of India. That is the difference, friends. Okay, surcharge, what is surcharge? An increase in tax or duty is nothing but surcharge, and there is no approval of parliament for this, for spending of surcharge amount. Okay, you got all these things right? So to revert, if you go back, economic survey will be suggesting how to spend and how to earn. Based on that, budget will be prepared, and budget will be introduced in parliament, right? And government will be maintaining all those budget money in three accounts: consolidated fund of India, public accounts of India, and contingency fund of India. Okay, so this is how you can conclude completely. Thank you, friends. Please convey this message to all of your friends, because everyone should know how Indian government lays its budget, because it's our tax money. So please share and subscribe my channel and share this video. Thank you.